Next comic comes to the stage, comes all the way from Atlanta, very funny dude. Andrew Stein, everybody. Put your hands together for him.
What's up, guys? All right, I'm not even gonna pretend like that didn't happen. Jay, do you want your glasses back, or there you go, man? There you go, dude. Cool. This is it's good to be here. This is cool. This is a cool place. I feel like this stage is way too nice for what we're doing here. Like this, I've never been to a place where the name of the restaurant, I found out the guy that owns this place, his name is Hendershot, like that's his real name. It's weird because it seems like the place like preceded the person, if that makes sense. Like he walked by this place and he's like, well, I know what I'm gonna be called now. So this is awesome though. You know, this makes it look like we're actually comedians, like we're actually real comics and we get paid to do this. Technically I'm a professional comedian because I've been paid to do comedy once, so pretty much killing it, you guys. But it's good to be here, for real. I love coming up here doing comedy. It's fun. One of the biggest questions I always get, one of the first things people always say when they find out I'm a comedian, first thing they always say is like, wow, you're a comedian? You're like so not funny. Second thing people always say is like, they always ask like, where's the weirdest place you've ever done comedy? That's like a big question I always get. Weirdest place I ever did comedy was I did a show over in Cumming, Georgia. I don't know if you guys have ever been there before. It's not that the show is all that bad or weird or anything, it's just that Cumming, Georgia is like the least appropriate name for a city of all time. Really, Cumming, you might as well just name a city like, welcome to Titties, Washington, everybody. Or Sodomy, South Carolina. Or, man, I hope that was just a misdemeanor in Mississippi. Or Intercourse, Pennsylvania. Or Cleveland, Ohio. You guys got it. You guys get where I'm going with that one. It's cool. The other question I always get is, aside from weirdest place, everyone always asks, where's the worst place you've ever done comedy? That's a big one I get. Worst place I ever did comedy, I did a show over in Snellville one time, which, for those who've never been to Snellville before, wherever your mind just went when you thought of Snellville, Georgia, you fucking nailed it. That's exactly what it was like. Not a good place to be. It was just, I don't know, kind of similar situation. I had a feeling that show wasn't gonna go super awesome when I pulled into the parking lot, because this place was legitimately like right next door to a Big Lots, which, yeah, I think you'd all agree, like Big Lots is like the universal symbol for the phrase, this area's not doing too well, you know? Like as far as economic indicators go, I feel like Big Lots is like the opposite of Whole Foods, right? Because Whole Foods, the vibe there is all, hey, we're doing pretty well, everything here is organic. Big Lots is more like, hey, if you need meth, our parking lot is open. So, my favorite part about that joke is you can place Big Lots with Boost Mobile, same joke, same thing. If you're ever wondering, like, should I be here right now? The answer is run. If you pull up to either of those places, it's fine. Much like Ngozi, I am a single guy, perpetually single. Yeah, that's the thing. I hate being single because I suck at it. I'm terrible at being single. It's just because, like, the reason I've always been single is because I'm not like a sexy dude, you know? I've never had that quality about me. I feel like I'm like an adorable guy, you know what I mean? Like I have one of those faces that people like to call me Bud all the time. Anyone relate to that? You know, girls don't generally look at me and go, hey, I'd like to have sex with him. They look at me and they're like, hey, he would be a great designated driver. Yeah. Like, you know, you kind of look at somebody's face, you look at them and you go, oh, okay, I see a bit of Clooney in there, a bit of McConaughey. People look at me and they're immediately just like, Harry Potter. Yeah, not who you want to be compared to sexually. That's what I've learned. Hasn't been going well. Not killing it on Tinder, if you can't tell. What else? I've been having some issues in my job lately. Just because I hate it. I hate being employed. I think we can all agree. Worst part about being employed is just having to be awake early. Like that's the worst. Yeah. Out of curiosity, I always like to ask: is there any morning people in here? Like you guys waking up early? Few people? Okay, no, that's cool. I'm not gonna make fun of you. That's awesome that you can do that. That's great. Who here is like a night owl? Who's like fucking staying out late, fucking partying? Who's into that shit? Okay, nobody. Cool. All right. There's always more of those, I've noticed. Who here is neither? I'm neither. I prefer to be unconscious. That's my thing. It's being awake shit. Oh man. Yeah, my job kind of sucks. I don't like it. I don't know. Like, it's just, I have one of those jobs that's just like it's so shitty that like ex-convicts and like drug addicts, they look in the paper and they're like, you know what? I think that one's my plan B. I think I'll see if Waffle House is hiring. That was my fallback. Oh man. I don't know. I did win Employee of the Month recently. That was pretty cool. Won Employee of the Month. Not much to brag about winning Employee of the Month when you work with a bunch of high schoolers. You know, they had a big ceremony for me. The manager, you know, walked in and he's like, "Oh, you still work here? All right. I guess it's decided then." I was gonna give it to Chuck, but he got arrested. So, congratulations. But I'll end on this. One of the things I love coming up here doing comedy. Like I said earlier, I like it. It's fun. I have to admit, it's a weird art form that we do. It's a weird thing we do because it's the only type of entertainment where people will go into a show just like actively trying not to have fun. Has anyone ever noticed that? People will go into a comedy show and just go, "You'll never make me laugh. You'll never do it." You know why? You know why? Because I'm dead inside. That is a weird thing to brag about. That's like walking into a church, going up to people going, "Hey, you'll never save me. You'll never save me." You know why? Because I just murdered a family of 5 behind a Waffle House. Take that shit, the Lord. Okay, thank you guys very much. Give it up for Ngozi, everybody.
Andrew Stein, everybody. I think he's really angry that I asked him to be my designated driver.